What's up, everybody? We're back again. It's episode 311.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Okay.
Of the Dad Bod Golf Pod. It's Kyle and Ben, and we are ready to talk about Anthony Kim getting ready to be back in professional golf. Is Rory going to go to LIV? And we're going to recap our round two.
Oh, golly.
Round two tonight. A little bit tougher. We may have peaked, but we're going to reel it back in.
No, I don't know that we peaked. I think that the course got the best of us.
The course got the best of us, and we're going to talk about it. Tonight's episode is brought to you by BetOnline, the #1 sports betting website in the country. Sign up today, get a 50% welcome bonus. Use coupon code BLEAV, B-L-E-A-V, and get a 50% bonus. Give them $100. They're going to give you $50 back on top of it to play with. So stack it up and have some fun.
That's maths.
Math, baby. All right, so Ben, the biggest golf news, I would say, of the year. It's definitely not from the Mexico Open. The biggest golf news.
It's the Mexican Open.
What did I say?
Mexico. What? Which one is it?
It was the Mexico Open or something.
That was the Mexican Open?
Whatever. It's an Open that's in Mexico, so therefore the Open is Mexican.
Are you trying to get political?
Possibly. I want to stray away from that.
Okay.
No, but clearly that leaderboard was not the headline, but the big headline, maybe since Tiger won the Masters in 2019, is Anthony Kim makes his return to professional golf.
Yes. This
weekend, I believe, right?
In
Jeddah. It's in the Middle East.
Are you sure?
This
is that geography thing.
I know. It's wherever that course they play in the Middle East. I don't know exactly the name of it, but yeah, he comes back to LIV Golf, which we predicted. We didn't predict. We assumed that that would be a huge get for LIV, and he's coming back. They did a trailer. They dropped a trailer.
Have you seen the video? By the way, go to Greg Norman's page. Just search Greg Norman on Twitter. I don't know if it's at Shark Greg Norman or something like that, but go on there, and it is literally, he's got it pinned to his profile. It does not say that it's AK coming back.
But it's clearly AK.
But it's clearly AK, and it's Redemption Tour 2024. It's him basically walking through the desert.
Yes.
I sent Kyle a text earlier today. Everybody goes, well, let's be prepared. He's not ready for competition. One of the caddies that's out there that is on tour has been playing in muddy games with him. Apparently, he's been taking a lot of money off of people.
Got to make 11. Got to make 11 somehow.
At one point in time, shot, I think, 10 under. It's what that
had 10 birdies in a round.
Yeah, he had 10 birdies in a round, and so clearly the caddy was like, he's ready. It's whether or not he turns it on or not. So we shall see. We're a big fan. We've been pulling for AK since we started this pod. Like, we're like, bring back AK. And as soon as LIV started, you and I said, first guy you call, Anthony Kim. Call him.
Like when you're XF, like when the XFL and the USFL came out, you're like, you got to go try to get Johnny Manziel, Colin Kaepernick.
Yes.
You got to go try to get these guys. And AK was the guy that you had to go get if you're LIV, and it took him a little bit.
Yeah.
But they finally got him. Couple things about the trailer. It's long hair, Anthony Kim.
Yes.
Clearly, you can see he's got the long hair, which I love.
Got the mullet.
Ben does not like that. There's not going to be a belt buckle. I'm quite positive.
That's what I don't like. I don't mind the long hair. I want the buckle.
We're going to be athletic fit. We're going to have long hair. I think I saw some sort of glasses.
Oh.
In the shadow. So we'll have to see about that. I don't know what that means. It could just be a style thing. It could have been sunglasses. They are in the desert.
It could have been just
a lot of sun there, from what I understand.
Could have been from the video.
I've heard that.
Yeah, that's the geography thing, messing with Kyle again.
I've heard there's a lot of sun there, but regardless, the silhouette of his swing still looks good. I mean, this will be.
Kyle, what if he plays decent? And like when I say decent, that long ass leaderboard that they have over on LIV.
Yeah.
What if he's at least on the front page, like in that top 12?
It's going to call some hype. It's going to create some hype.
I swear to you, whatever product he's selling, I'm buying. We talked about Tiger and his new logo. AK, release the logo. Yeah. Send it out.
So far I'm not liking what I'm seeing out of Tiger's brand. But so AK, I'll take anything you got, buddy.
Tried to tell him.
No, but I mean, it's absolute robbery
Yeah.
that it's not on CBS or NBC at 2:30 on Saturday and Sunday. It's going to be over in 4 hours. Shotgun start. You still got time for the news.
Yeah.
It's an absolute robbery that we have to watch it on YouTube and the CW, but I guarantee you the views are going to be incredible.
Well, it's overseas. If they do it
Oh
live,
yeah, I forgot
can
about
we?
the time. Yeah.
I mean, we're going to know the
time?
results. Like, stay off the internet. You're going to know the results before you actually watch it because of the time change.
We need to verify. I'm almost positive it's overseas.
Oh, it's in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, so
yeah.
So the time difference is going to screw us on top of that. So like,
Yeah.
why couldn't he come back last week when they're in Vegas, or 2 weeks ago when they're in
Well,
Vegas?
this week they were in Mayakoba.
Or no, they did Vegas after Mayakoba.
Ah, I got you.
Yeah, so if he'd have been in Vegas, that'd have been massive. But
Yeah.
so I didn't even think about that. That's really going to hurt.
Yeah, we're going to know the results, but the good news is still, I got to watch just for him. And you know what? YouTube, if you're smart, you just do an Anthony Kim cam.
Yeah,
I would tune in.
Isn't the app though? Is it out yet? Where the app is, where you can watch every single shot from any player you pick? I mean, hell, there's only 48 guys.
I don't know, because I got YouTube TV and I actually moved the CW up to like where CBS and NBC are, so I just go back and forth between the two of them on television. And I know that everybody's like, nobody watches the CW. I'm like, I do on Sundays or on Saturdays.
So I'm very intrigued by this because I'm just thinking, what if he goes and shoots 80?
I have zero problem with him doing that. I got zero problem when he shoots 85. I'm just glad he's back and in competition. I really hope he shoots under par if he can, but
what if he does?
He has played zero competition golf in 10 years.
Think about this. So he's not going to be on a team.
No, he's independent.
So this is an uncharted territory.
Mm-hmm.
This is an independent. He's not on a team. I honestly think that's why he may not have been put on a team. Because like, what if he shoots 80, 82, 80? What if he doesn't break 80?
No, he very well could, because we saw with Tiger. Tiger's the greatest golfer in the world, and when he took his time off, when he came back, it was bad. So we're talking about a guy that was good. He was not Tiger, and he's taken 10 years off of competition play.
Yeah.
So,
but here's my point.
If he puts up an 83, just enjoy the fact that he's back.
Here's my point, though.
All right.
All right. Charlie Woods has been built up because we only see him in scrambles and all this stuff. He's been built up as this
high school tournaments that are
phenom,
teaser up. And that kind of stuff.
Phenom that like can do no wrong. He's the next coming of Tiger, and then he gets a qualifying shot to get into a PGA event. He does his first PGA qualifier. Granted, he's 15.
Yeah.
And he shoots 86.
It's because he had 12.
Regardless, it's an 86 is an 86. Now, what are the comments? The comments are not, oh, he's only 15. It's like, oh, he sucks, he'll never be good, stuff like that. Like,
yeah.
I mean, it's brutal.
It is.
It's brutal.
For a teenage kid to go through that. Have you ever had a 12?
Multiple times. No, but you can tell you what, I haven't had to, because I always just give myself a double.
I just pick up, yeah.
I just give myself a double. And
somebody asked me that this weekend, they were like, hey, have you ever had a 12? I was like, no.
Never made over a double.
And they said, you never had a 12? And I said, mm-mm. I said, let me tell you something. I said, once we get to snowman territory, we're picking up.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you can forget 12. I'm not going to pull a Kevin Na and hit it 15 times out of the woods before I finally get it out. We're not doing that.
So that's what I'm saying, though. Like, what if he goes and shoot? What if he can't? What if he's like, finishes dead last, and it's like bad dead last? Like, he shoots high 70s, shoots in the 80s one round. Like, does that kill the momentum, the mystique? Like, it's been so mysterious because he hasn't played.
No, and I think, honestly, Kyle, I think you were talking about why he didn't come back Vegas, Mayakoba. I think that he didn't come back because of this right here. This gives him a tournament, tape delay. He's playing overnight over here. Nobody's watching it live. I think this is his way to kind of get into it.
Really good point.
Where people are kind of like, oh, okay, well, he didn't play worth a damn this time around, so we'll just watch him next week, and then he'll figure stuff out. I mean, clearly, according to people that have played with him, his game is still there.
But there's a huge difference in
competition play
and hit and giggle, like Tiger likes to say, and then like playing legit competition golf.
Well, and that's the thing is, at the end of the day, you know, you heard it about the guys they were talking about this past weekend, because they were asking, you know, if AK comes back, competition play, and I was like, well, there's just a difference in competition play, because, you know, what he's doing in money games, trying to go at the pin at 265 on a par 3, he's supposed to go middle of the green in competition play.
What par 3s are you talking about? That's a beefy par 3.
I know. Riviera.
Yeah.
Number 4 Riviera, don't hold the green. Anthony Kim is trying to hit it close to the green, Riviera on number 4, whereas he's supposed to be doing what everybody else is doing, which is blowing it out right, hope it draws back, catches the green, take your 2-putt and move the next hole.
It's a big, I mean,
So it's a huge difference in competition play.
It's not hole-to-hole match play. It's 18 holes. A 12 is a possibility.
Right. When they said he had 10 birdies in money games, okay. Well, how many of those holes out of the 10 birdies, how many of those holes did he spray it in the water and they just picked up and said, you got the hole, we move on?
Yeah, exactly. So it's a completely different ball game.
Yeah,
I'm just worried.
He could have had 10 birdies and shot 70.
I'm almost just worried that it's like if you watch your dad get beat up in a fight. You know what I mean? I'm worried if like AK were to.
No, because my expectations are here.
Mine are like way through the
see? Kyle is Santa Claus on Christmas morning right now.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm more like, let's hope my mom remembered to put the Easter basket out. You know what I'm saying?
30 for 30 documentary.
Oh, golly.
I'm thinking he wins and then gets an invite to the Masters. Hey, Joachim Neiman got an invite to the Masters.
He ain't take 10 years off.
But if he goes out there and plays good.
What if he beats Neiman?
Yeah, I'm saying, like, okay,
we've
talked about the worst
Neiman?
case.
Do you get him?
We've talked about the worst case. What about best case? What if he's in the mix? What if he finishes top 10?
Kyle, will him be an independent, no contract? What if he gets sponsor exemptions to some PGA Tour events? Can he play?
Has the PGA Tour suspended him? Does he get suspended when he hits his first shot? Turk Pettit was never on the PGA Tour.
Right.
So now he's doing that qualifier event where he can get into the PGA Tour.
Right.
So has AK been away from the PGA Tour enough that he's not technically on the PGA Tour anymore? So could he technically go back and forth?
That's a good point. I don't know.
Like he gets his exemption, and then is he a member of the PGA? I don't think he's even a member of the PGA Tour.
No, he's not a member. No.
So
no, because they brought that up. That's why he went LIV. He was going to have to go through Q school like everybody else.
Yeah, bump that.
And he was like,
I mean, he could get sponsors exemptions.
No, he could. But apparently those must not have lined up.
So do you think if he finishes top 10, he gets a Masters invite?
Okay, let me throw out conspiracies here.
Okay.
What if he finishes top 10 and he refuses LIV money?
He ain't refused LIV money. I mean, he is not turning down half.
But apparently he's not.
$500 million, which is what Max Homa said. Is
that what he said?
Yeah, Max Homa said he gave you the whole scenario where it's like the PGA Tour is to AK, hey, please come play on our tour. Then LIV is like, hey, please come play on our tour, but here's $500 million.
Yeah, but
Max Homa might as well just be like
he's the insider. He's the
leaker.
He pretty much gets it right every single time.
Yeah. So,
Rosie, thank you.
I think he gets an invite.
Yeah.
I think the Masters would die to have, not die, but Masters would love to have Anthony Kim.
Oh, see, I disagree.
Why?
Because the Masters is the Masters.
They just invited Joachim Neiman. Why? What benefit did they have to invite him?
Spaniard relations.
Spaniard relations? You got Sergio for that.
He's not invited.
Joachim Neiman's from Chile.
Oh, you're right. He is Chilean. Chilean relations.
He's not even from Spain. What are you talking about? No,
South American relations.
I feel like this could go super bad or super good, and there's no in between.
I feel like you have your expectations here, and you need to get them here for this tournament.
My expectations. All right, obviously I said my expectations are here, but like So is everybody else's. That
No, I don't think so.
I know so.
I don't think so. Or
look at
our
Twitter.
captains would have picked him already. They would have said, "I'll take him on my team."
No. Well, I mean, that's his part of it, his decision too.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm just saying. I think when you look at Twitter, when you look at golf comments, like golf media, everything.
Yeah.
Everybody is so freaking hyped over AK, and it's not like we're hyped to give him a participation trophy. They're hyped thinking this guy's going to come out firing 10 years off.
Oh, Kyle wants 10 birdies. He wants.
I'm telling you, I want it. I want Anthony Kim at the Masters. You know, let me tell you why? Because I want to watch him on real TV.
Well, no, I get that. Listen, Liv, y'all got to fix this deal, man.
No, it's not Liv. CBS,
Yeah.
NBC, stop being dumb. Stop being dumb. Like can you imagine if they rotated like weekends and stuff like that, and we didn't have to watch the Butterfield Bermuda Classic leaderboard?
Listen, this past weekend
was terrible.
By the way, Jack Knapp, awesome hair, awesome swing. You're like Freddie Couples on your swing. I literally watched maybe 10 holes on Sunday and had to text Kyle what was going on because he didn't care anything about it.
Not a thing.
If that same kind of tournament is taking place next weekend, I want AK. I don't want. Congratulations.
Look,
on
it's a travesty. It's a travesty that spring and summer we can't rotate weekends before football season starts back and have a 2:30 Saturday, Sunday of live golf. Shotgun start. We're done in 4 hours.
Well, Kyle,
we see the whole thing.
All the more reason right now. They're overseas. The time.
Well, they can't. That doesn't matter now.
Yeah, but still, you could still put it on network television, so people could. No, you can get it on network television, so it'd be on their apps. Like it'd be on the Paramount. It'd be on the You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, ain't no C-Dub app that you can go and watch tape delay.
Regardless.
Whereas
it's a travesty.
Yeah.
I want AK to be on primetime television, and I'm rooting hardcore.
I just want him to look fly like he always does. I want him to have the original look. I want the flared pants.
No, that's dumb.
With a tight belt.
Dumbest thing
with
ever.
With the belt buckle.
He will be laughed off of the screen.
With the buttons unbuttoned, but still the shirt still up there tight around the neck.
Hoodies and joggers. Hoodies and joggers and long hair. That's the AK that I choose.
Now I'll take that too.
That's the AK I want. All right, we're going to talk about another rumor that could be even bigger. But before we want to do that, we want to give a shout out to Bad Birdie Golf Apparel. I got my Bad Birdie on tonight. Use coupon code DADS15. All the employees here wear Bad Birdie.
Is that blue camo?
It's blue camo, baby. Little camo action.
We actually wore this. If you guys will go back on our social media, we wore this in a tournament with one another.
We won, by the way.
We won, yeah. And so people made fun of us until we grabbed the trophy, and it was like, you know what? Shut up.
Yeah, exactly. Eat that. Use coupon code DADS15. Take 15% off your next order in every order for the rest of, time, maybe, possibly.
So they tell us you can't do it anymore.
Exactly, until they cancel it. So check them out. All right. So
what's our girl's name? We just contact her. We tell her, but like, listen, we told everybody they could do this. She's like, all right. She's like, that's how easy they are to work with.
Yeah, exactly. We're on a first name basis.
Yeah.
I think it could be automated emails, but I'm going to choose to believe that we're on a first name basis.
Yeah, we haven't seen her. We don't know her face to face, but she's really nice, by the way.
Super nice. Super nice. All right. So Ben, the rumor is that Rory McIlroy could be closing in.
Send it.
On essentially a $1 billion contract. I've seen it all the way up as 950 million, $1 billion contract with LIV Golf. And I don't even know what to think about it.
Okay, well, his former agent, Chubby, whatever the hell he goes by, I would be more apt to believe his story more than anybody. He said 750 million.
Okay.
So I don't know that we're going to get to $1 billion. I do find it funny that this all comes out after Rory pulled the whole, we ought to be considerate in letting guys back on the tour. We ought to be, letting guys play in majors. So we got the best guys in the world playing in the majors. So I do find this funny that all this is coming out after that whole, as they call it in the movie business, foreshadowing. Not to be
So yeah,
not to be confused with 4 other
yeah,
things.
Got it.
But yeah,
So I mean, yeah, look at it. All right, so he was hardcore anti-live.
yeah,
He steps down from like that standards committee.
yeah.
Okay, that was number one. He starts talking about,
Wasn't he one of the ones that walked out on the meeting, or at
Yeah.
least ignored the meeting?
yeah, but then he steps down from that committee. Then he starts talking about how the live's not so bad. Then he starts talking about how he misses playing with the guys. Then he starts talking about how close he is with John Rahm. Then Brooks Koepka says if he could play golf with one other professional for the rest of his life, it'd be Rory McIlroy.
Yeah.
And then now these rumors are coming out, 750, 900 million. I mean, is it Vince Carter? It's over.
Listen.
Shut it down if he goes.
And if you're smart, we said this about Rahm, take the daggone money, because this is going more and more towards it not being a separate organization.
Yeah.
These guys taking the LIV money in 2 years are going to be playing on the PGA Tour, still under contract with LIV money. So all these guys play in quote unquote elevated events with no cuts. These guys that have $750 million and John Rahm's $500 million, they don't give a damn if there's a cut or not.
The problem is now we're getting into the territory where if it was a LIV versus PGA Tour, it would not be fun anymore because the LIV's going to be so stacked.
No, it's getting stacked.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
it's
saying.
ridiculous.
If Rory goes now, like you take that top 8 or 12 versus the PGA Tour's top 8 or 12, I mean, it's not even going to be a fair fight.
This whole the sanctimony of, you know, we got to preserve the game. You know, we play on the PGA Tour because of tradition. Look, $750 million is a lot of daggone money.
You take that with a kid.
On top of his wardrobe sponsorship, he's making easily $1 billion a year.
Oh, without a doubt.
I mean,
if he takes that, for sure.
I mean, it's
now that's a lump sum. That's not annual. That's not a year.
no, but still. I mean, yeah. How many people made a big
hole in one or something.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
See, that's what
I
we're here
love.
for.
That's like the Augusta Roars. I
It
love
is.
that. You only get that here at Bunker.
See, that's one of the fun things about this is when it comes to the money portion of it, keep in mind, Tiger, other than Michael Jordan, was the other billion-dollar athlete.
You become one almost immediately.
John Rahm, Rory, DJ may maybe already be there because they don't have to release their financials since they're not on the PGA Tour. So
Yeah.
he could be at $1 billion already.
Yeah.
So you're going from Tiger was the first guy that was $1 billion athlete on the PGA Tour to now
You could have multiple
there could
professional
be
golfers. They're $1 billion.
7 guys that are $1 billion guys.
Could be.
And so, because as I said, LIV's not releasing the financials of some of these guys. So Rory's going to be $1 billion. I mean, he's got to be darn close right
Yeah,
now.
for sure.
And Rahm got to be darn close right now. DJ, darn close right now. Brooks, probably on his way. I mean, with his sponsorships, his Netflix sponsorship is...
Yeah, you could have 7. You could have at least 7
Yeah.
billion-dollar golfers. Exactly.
And so you went from having one guy that was ever $1 billion golfer to now in the last 3 years, you got 7.
Yep.
I'm telling you, when everybody says, oh, you got to preserve the tradition of the game. No, these guys want to get paid.
Yep.
And I'm not begrudging them.
I don't blame
I'm
them.
sorry if you're upset about that.
Don't blame them.
If somebody, it's a new job. I told Kyle, somebody comes to me and says, we'll pay you double.
To do less work.
Okay.
All right, Ben's getting choked up just thinking about the money. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with Rory moving forward. But last thing we want to talk about, and we got to talk about it quick. Obviously, we're recording here live from Bunkers. It's the second round of the Winter League. We set a blistering pace at 9 under. I think net was 10 under in a 9-hole scramble at TPC Scottsdale, not Scottsboro, not San Antonio, TPC Scottsdale. Ben might not make it.
Goodness
through this.
gracious.
So get a swig or something. So tonight we played the back 9 at PGA National. We backed the tees up a little bit. They made the greens a little bit faster, sped the wind up a little bit. It was much tougher.
You got to take this.
Okay. It was way tougher. We birdied both par fives.
All right, I'm good now.
We birdied both par fives, but we couldn't get a putt to fall. We couldn't get one inside 6 feet. The greens were blistering. We shot 3 under.
First off, I apologize to every pro that I've made fun of you for talking about the wind, because what Kyle and I probably thought was, somebody goes, oh, winds are 10 miles per hour today. Whatever. No. They put it on here, ball blowing all over the place whenever you get it up in the air. So
clearly we're not playing in the wind that we think we've been playing in our whole lives.
We're sitting there going, oh, this is so strong. This is awful today. And then we still hit it straight. That's not the case.
Yeah.
Because today.
And it's Florida too, so there's not a lot of protection from the wind, so you're exposed. But yeah, it was blowing all over the place. The $1,000 hole-in-ones, none of us scared it. The bear trap is legit.
Well, first off, $1,000 hole-in-one, one of the holes, 170, I think.
Both of them were about that far. No, the 17 was only like 145, which is that's an awesome golf hole, by the way. But no, you got the bear trap.
They had the wind swirling when we were there.
Yeah, the bear trap was 15, 16, and 17.
Yep.
15's a par 3, a long par 3. 16's the hardest par 4 like that's ever been made. You can't not have 160, 170 yards in, and it's water everywhere.
Yep.
And then you have 17. So we finished at 3 under. I'm really curious to see how the scores shake out because we were leading. We were leading by a shot after the first round.
Yep.
So I think we had the last place team was like, we were net 10 under. The last place team was net 4 under. It all depends on who shoots where, who lands where, because it was tough.
They made greens faster this time around, and so that made a difference because we were kind of messed up on that, especially chipping.
We brought our own drivers tonight, though, and I think that made the equipment here is great. Don't get me wrong. Like, there's just something about swinging your own club.
Yeah.
It definitely made a difference. But like, if you want to come swing these P770 brand new
awesome.
Players irons or the Stealth 2 irons, like you can't go wrong there either. So come next week, there's going to be beer on us if you want. You're going to have draft on us.
You're paying for this?
Oh yeah, wow. We're good to go. So if you come spectate, Michelob Ultralight is also partnering with this. You'll have Michelob Ultralight on us.
Low calorie.
Yeah, low calorie. And overall, amazing restaurant, amazing atmosphere. Like I said, you get the roars from Augusta, you get the atmosphere of playing the courses you want to play, and they got the Winter League. Hey, there was a late team that signed up. They're playing twice this week to get caught up.
Yeah.
They'd probably let you do it too. Just, it wouldn't hurt checking them out. Wouldn't hurt reaching out and play the courses and get caught up. So,
hey, the good news is, where did we play last week? Scottsdale?
TPC Scottsdale.
Scottsboro?
No, Scottsdale.
My wife jumped into our mentions, by the way.
Yeah.
We see you, Lori. We said something about it, then we posted something and put the wrong thing, and all of a sudden she's chirping. And so, yeah, thank you for that. But then today, we did the bear trap. So if you get a chance, I don't know what's up for next week. It's all famous courses.
It'll be St. Andrews, Pebble Beach, something like that.
So go catch up.
Yep.
Come see us. Come play with us.
Yep. And just check out the highlights that we'll post on social media all throughout. We really appreciate you guys listening, tuning in. Come see us next week. We get here at 5:30. We start playing at 5:30 on Monday nights. We record shortly after. So we'll see you then. This is episode 311 of the Dad by Golf Pod, and we're always stroking.